a representative, something like that, right? Yeah, for children. Yeah, there you go. That's the stuff. That's good stuff. Yeah, so like if children for some reason get into it with the law, and they have a lawyer, but they also have a caseworker to protect them from, like, for example, heavy interrogation tactics, or like cross-examining in court. There's somebody that is not necessarily is neutral whether the whole crime stuff happened, but they're just there for their rights and safety. Buizerd of Torenvalk? Really? Guardian ad litems. Cool. Cool name. Yeah, really cool, Purple Haze. Really cool. I'm glad to hear there's still people out there that want to do this kind of stuff.
The Grumpy Ginga guitarist cheered X100 BX confetti.
X confetti. So now that it's said, so but not the sub Ray gave. Oh yeah. Anyways, Grumpy Ginger guitarist. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you so much. So cool. Honestly, this is one of the most Dutch things on Twitch right now. I love it. I love this view. So cool. And the clouds and shit. And the people playing golf. Yeah, so when I was in college, when I studied social work, my focus was basically art therapy and organizing events that have something to do with a, community goal. So, and my goal was to work in a youth center or community center. But a while back I rolled into the forensic side, which is also very interesting. Very interesting. The way to TS says ginger. I know, right? It says ginger. Somehow that sounds like a slur. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable saying it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Initially my goal was to be like an event organizer. That's what I wanted to be. But I also figured that it would be like, for 2 years I studied just event management on its own, which was a little bit of a lower level studies, but still. And I felt bored. I was like, yeah, I already understood what it was like to organize an event and shit from the get-go. So I felt bored. So that's why I went into social work with that specialization, because I wanted to learn about the human psyche and psychology and that kind of stuff, and sociology. And yeah, here we are. Still failing my way forward. You would like to ultimately be a therapist and have your own practice? Whoa, that is a really cool ambition. You can do this without a degree in psychology? Well, Lambo, I don't think it would be appropriate to do that. I think you need at least somewhat of an education on it, because there's so much to learn about psychology and about how the human brain works and shit and all that shit. Yeah, I did that shit. I organized metal festivals. concerts, I mean, and festivals too. All kinds of genres I organized: psytrance, dubstep, drum and bass, techno, jazz, comedy, blues, like kind of rock and roll, old fathers living their dream, and metal. You saw 20 plus next week. Better stock up on the sunscreen. Oof, sunscreen is expensive now. So expensive. Fucking hell. How to organize an event. Step 1, organize shit. Well, there you have it. That is all you need. That's all you need to know. Done, son. Yeah, Purple, you can seriously pat yourself on the back, because it's not easy. It's not easy to stay motivated and ambitious to reach your goal, especially if that goal means slaving away behind books and attending class and making reports and internships that don't pay, but you still have to work like crazy and all that stuff. Can be really stressful too. What? Organizing events? Someone in the organization? Yeah, organize shit. Well, not now, but I could. I have this plan, but this is one of the many plans I have with this channel and this stream and this whole thing. Like, how cool would it be to organize streamer vacations? So to have so if fellow streamers come to Amsterdam, I can offer them a different arrangements, so to speak, and like in advance I scope out restaurants and bars and such where they would be okay with us streaming there, and they know when we're coming, and they have like a table ready and stuff, and or cool, like organize the like a cool party bus to go to sightseeing shit around the country. That would be so cool. It's kind of what Soek did for us when we went to Aalborg in Denmark. He had so many cool activities planned, and we just went. It was awesome. You have to pay for college here? Yeah, here too. I've gotten, I took out student loans, which ruined my life, basically. Well, not really ruined my life, but it's haunting me still to this day. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm paying it off. And when I'm paid it off, I can maybe finally, hopefully by the time I've paid off my student loan, my student debt, there is another housing crisis, so I can buy a house real cheap. How cool would that be? Will vacation Lini become the guy? I don't know. I don't know if I would be vacation Lini on the party bus, because I would still be the organizer and shit, you know. So I will always be in work mode. Not like in London where I was full vacation Lini. But vacation Lini is coming back soon. No worries. Little hint. Like in the upcoming weeks, I will have a very, very nice little gap in my schedule, my work schedule, where I have 6 days off. And I might not travel. But I will still do vacation Lini. What a scam. What a fucking scam that is. It still is. Fuck. They say like, yeah, no, if you take out this loan, you're not going to be registered as a debt-having person. Turned out it was a fucking scam lie. It was not real. But what are the people doing here? Chilling? I have to cross here. I forgot. I honestly no idea. I'm just going. Yeah. I'm going towards that thick area of trees and probably stumble upon the lake. Well, can you even call it a lake? Yo, I need to switch to light mode. This is not okay. Go. That's better. Not really, but still a little better. I also need to increase the font size, man. It's not okay. Font size, big as fuck. There we go. That's better. Big font. Big ass font. Come to Germany as a student? I might Lambo. If it's an English study. Cabin in the Woods would make more sense if on a budget. I think Cabin in the Woods, by the way, hello, inner booty. Cabin in the Woods at this point is also just it's also expensive here because you don't have free land here in the Netherlands. Oh really, Booyah? That's so cool. Leany works all the time. A little too much. I know, right? Ginger. Yeah, I wanted to say the word. I'll just stick to grumpy again. But yeah, I know, right? Grumpy. What's my favorite color? Ooh, damn. I think burgundy. Burgundy? This is a bumpy bridge. Sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of birds out. Cute little houses here. Look at them. Little chalets. poor man's mansions. I think at this point these places are also fucking expensive if they would resell them. But yeah, they look really cozy. Little cozy houses. What would something like that cost in the Netherlands? I honestly have no idea. I honestly don't know. Oh, babies. Baby coots. Yeah, I heard the dove. I think about going to university again. I never went to university. I went to college, by the way. But I would love to, yeah. Why not? Maybe... Okay, so at some point in my life, I really want to open a restaurant. Maybe even stream restaurant, but who knows? Or including with like live music and stand-up comedy and that kind of stuff. That'd be so cool. So I want to do that like in my 40s, I guess, late 40s, when I'm like distinguished and says, hey Rational, how you doing? Hey Famous Silent, how you doing? But yeah, before that, who knows? Maybe I will go back to university. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Lovely cute family, yeah. Cleaning their feathers. The little ones mimicking the bigger, the parents. But I call it Restaurant Lini's place. I'm not sure, technically. I'm not sure what I would call it. Open a restaurant with a crowbar. Hey, don't expose my plan. Can I show my face? My farce? My farce. Lini Cooks? That should be a good. That should be a good name. Restaurants are a lot of work. I know. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? But I feel like that would be a very good way right before my retirement to like boost that shit, because then I would accumulate all the knowledge and experience I have with restaurants, with event management, with the human person as a person, and combine that into one epic ass restaurant that could be an empire. I don't know. Trust me, I got the shit. No seats in the place, only benches. No, a lot of booths. I love booths. They look so cozy.